Guys, welcome to the second GitHub tutorial. And this tutorial will be setting up our GitHub account and then pushing whatever we have in our local repository to our remote repository. So to do that, let's quickly head to GitHub. Right, so if you don't have an account with GitHub, just go ahead and fill this form. It's as simple as creating a Facebook account, and then make sure you verify your email address. So I have an account already, so I'm going to log in. So good. All right, so when you come in to GitHub for the first time, you'll be presented this page. So what we want to do is to just create this same folder we have here on GitHub. So you could start a project by creating that, or just come over here and then click on new repository. So let's click start a project. All right, so we'll give it a name. Let's call it GitHub. Okay, so you can give it a description. Let's say I code. It's optional. I code GitHub tutorial. Okay, so you could either go public or private. So if you're going public, it means anybody that has access to your GitHub URL can view what you have there and can also clone that repository. But if you are going private, it's only those that had been permitted, that you've given permission to view the private repositories, that can view it. Initially, you cannot go private if you are not a paid GitHub user, but now GitHub had given us access to go private, but with just 3 collaborator limitation. But still, that is a very nice development. So thank you, GitHub, Microsoft, you're the best. Thank you. So let's go ahead and create this. All right, so immediately you create this account, GitHub give you this little code that you could use to push whatever you have in your local directory to the remote directory. So let's come over here and git bash. Okay, let me zoom this. So what we want to do now is to link our local repository to our remote repository, and to do that we'll say git remote add origin. So let's go copy our origin, and this is our origin here. Okay, let's push this here. Good. So this now linked our remote repository to the local repository, so we can push, pull, do whatever we want to do with them. They are now synchronized. So let's go over and then I'll make our first push. So say git push origin master, right? Fast. Oops, there's an error here. So you see, permission to iCode Progressive GitHub denied to Morimus. So this is my private account, and I'm not permitted to push to that account. Yeah, even though we went public, only those guys that you've given access to push to your GitHub repository could do that. So we need to give access to that my account before it can actually push anything to this repository. And to do that, you click on settings and then come to collaborators, and then you add the person's username. There's Mohimus. You see, as you could see here, this person's username, so we add in here Mohimus there. So add collaborator. All right, an invitation has been sent to this person's account. So let me just copy this URL and then open a new browser to accept the invitation. All right, so it's github.com. All right, so let me paste this invitation link here and then accept invitation. Okay, of course you'll be alerted. GitHub you send an alert to your email address where you can just accept the invitation, and you now have access to push to that repository. So let's try it again. All right, so you can see it's done. So let's go check that repository. Oh, yes, good. Come over here. All right, let's check the repository. And we have this. All right, so everything we have in our local repository has been pushed to this guy online here. Okay, so let's check our roadmap where we are. Okay, we've added collaborator, we've linked our local repository to the remote repository, so git push to local. All right, we've done this. So the last thing we want to do is to clone this to our local repository. That is, if you go to anybody's GitHub account that you have access to, if it's not private, even though if it's private, if you have access to it and you can clone it, so you just come over here and then copy this URL if you want to clone anybody's GitHub account, and then let's just clone this. Let's see. Okay, let's go to desktop. Okay, let's create GitHub clone. All right, so let's open this guy and then git bash here. All right, so what I want to do is, let me zoom this, say git clone, then we put the git URL this way, and you see everything we have in that repository is now down to this new folder. So that's how you clone repository from GitHub to your local repo, and then you could just go to anybody's project that you have access to them, and then you can clone them. You can have a copy of whatever they have in their remote repository in your own local repository. So that marks the end of this tutorial, and the next tutorial we'll be looking at git branch. So this is the most interesting part of GitHub. I love this part so much. So let me see you in the next tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you love what you've just watched. See you.